Hello, I'm Lihini Weerasinghe. I come from Sri Lanka. I am the Head of International Relations at the National Youth Services Council under the Ministry of Youth and Sports from Sri Lanka. Food crisis is a major global concern that has impacted the entire world. With the COVID pandemic and with the economic crisis that was resultant from it, and also due to various regulations, sanctions that's been imposed due to the major global geopolitical issues that are prevalent in the world right now, there is a shortage of food that is experienced worldwide. If we consider Sri Lanka, for example, Sri Lanka is also impacted heavily by the economic crisis. So at the moment, while we are undergoing a food shortage, there are several measures as a government and as public Sri Lanka has taken, one of which is encouraging gardening, encouraging farming in every nook and corner of the country. But in the meantime, I must also speak about the cooperation, international cooperation among nations that has also enriched the possibility to avoid or to prevent the food crisis to a certain extent. Let's take Russia for an example. Russia has always been Sri Lanka's friend. Sri Lanka is known for its iconic Ceylon tea, and Russia has always been the biggest purchaser of tea from Sri Lanka. In the meantime, there are several other economic help, several other avenues through which Russia has been helping Sri Lanka throughout. One such area is tourism. So most of the tourists that come to Sri Lanka after the COVID pandemic, especially when none of the countries were willing to send tourists, was Russia. There are areas in the world that needs help, and the cooperation between nations is the way to go. So when making decisions, in making policies, if the global superpowers and if the other relevant decision makers could think of how the cooperation among countries can enrich the economic situation in the world, that would be great. So thank you so much.